What is it you have to tell the world about you?
What do I have to tell the world about me? I've been awarded the Medal of the Order of Australia in the King's Birthday Honours list today for the stuff I do in astronomy. Yeah.
How exciting is that, or what difference will that make to you, having that added to your long line of achievements? Because firstly, you're a scientist, you're an astronomer, you share with the world, and I mean with the world because you talk to people all over the world, and you share the night sky with people. So we're constantly learning about the differences in the night skies, the times of year, and we like to be aware of. What difference is this Order of Australia going to make to you, or what would you like for it to be?
I think I'm just going to keep on doing what I do. I do what I love, and I love what I do, so I'm so privileged to be able to do it. And to get the award is like totally humbling and amazing, and all of that. I'll still be out there doing what I do. But it's like, it is such an honour to have been nominated and the process and everything else.
Share a little bit about what you do and some of the things that you're creating for the future for people. What is it that you do? You live in Coonabarabran, you share the night skies with people who come through Coonabarabran, you share things, you go into the schools, you talk to groups, you do speaking. What is it that you'd like to do more of?
I've used astronomy as a tool to encourage people to look up and protect our dark skies, but also for young people, it's the easiest science because they can just go outside, particularly if they're in a country area, then go outside and they can look up and they can see the stars. And it's all about encouraging young people to dream dreams and to be able to achieve things. Who'd have thought when I was 8 years or 9 years old that I'd achieve anything in life out in the outback? You know, these sort of awards and things just show that anybody can be anything and do anything. And that's my belief, and that's what I want to encourage in people. So yeah, I talk to people about astronomy. I encourage young people, I train young people to get into STEM subjects and the science subjects because I can, basically.
When you go into the schools, what is it the kids are most interested in? What sort of questions do they ask you when you're talking about the night sky?
Do you really want me to answer that truthfully?
Oh, yes, go on.
The most common question, because they do tend to get astronomers and astronauts mixed up sometimes, is how do astronauts go to the bathroom?
A little bit of confusion there, but you can answer that anyway, can't you?
Yeah, unfortunately, yes, I have. I know the answer to those questions. Or, you know, is there life out there? All those sort of questions. The most common question I'll get in a school group, particularly primary, preschoolers to primary, is bathroom related.
That's quite funny. Isn't it interesting how their little minds think? And then when you start talking about the stars and the night sky, what are other questions that they ask you?
Is there life out there? Is there anything else out there? Do I think we really will live on Mars one day? They ask about the black holes. There's so many questions because it's in the news a lot. They see meteors, what people call shooting stars and that, and they're enthralled by them, and the satellites and things like that. The questions are wide and varied, and not just from kids.
Yeah, from adults as well. Yeah. Well, I did ask you a question, and it was, does the moon follow you? And you told me no. But you know what? I keep saying
I know
it does.
You believe it does. I know, I read your post.
It looks like it does.
If you feel like the moon follows you, that's fine. The moon can follow you.
Feel like it does follow me, particularly when I'm walking in the dark. Just seems like it follows me along the path. But anyway, I know it doesn't because you've given me that explanation and I needed to have that. But I get the giggles when I see it and I think, oh, it is following me.
Your special, Faith.
Thank you. Now, Donna, what is it that you would like to share with people listening today about the night sky and how you got into becoming an astronomer and a scientist, what was that real interest? How did it develop for you?
Well, it developed as a kid. I mean, I didn't actually know as a kid you could study astronomy. I knew you could study science, but I didn't know you could study astronomy. But I fell in love with the night sky because out where I grew up, that's what we had, beautiful dark skies, and fall asleep counting the stars and then wake up and have to start all over again because the sky changed. And learning about the changes and learning the Indigenous stories about the stories of the sky and how to do the weather and all sorts of really cool stuff. But yeah, I guess I got into astronomy as what I'm doing now after I got given a telescope by Chris, my husband, when we were just going out for Christmas, and took it out and we showed his dad and other people Saturn through it. And I got totally addicted then to showing people the night sky through telescope. Then we came to Coonabarabran, both got jobs. Chris got a job at the big telescope, and not long after I got jobs up at the big telescope and worked up at Siding Spring for many, many years. And now obviously I work for myself and have a ball and study at University of Southern Queensland still. And you can study astronomy there by correspondence, which I'm much better at.
You have taught, or you do teach at the university. What university is it?
So, no, I'm an adjunct person there, so I don't teach at the University of Southern Queensland, but I'm an adjunct researcher there and a PhD candidate.
Right.
So that keeps me out of trouble.
But
I lecture at, I talk at lots of different places. I mean, I've done University of Third Age, Rotary, obviously school groups, people, I'll talk about astronomy to anybody.
Yeah, well, it's pretty fascinating.
As you well know.
Yeah. Since we've been doing things together, I've become more aware of the night sky and the lighting, particularly in the city areas. Country areas, pretty amazing to be able to appreciate the night sky. In the cities, there's too many lights.
But we're still so lucky in Australia that kids in our cities can still see the night sky. But if we keep going, like other countries, kids will never see the night sky. They won't see the stars. They'll be like kids in Shanghai or Beijing or London or New York, where you're lucky to see the moon.
That's a bit of a shame, isn't it?
And part of what I do in that, when I'm talking to the kids, when I'm doing my shows, is trying to turn them all into little dark sky warriors to protect our night skies.
Well, I want to say congratulations and just let everybody know what you received today on this occasion, the King's birthday.
I've got recognised the Medal of the Order of Australia.
Congratulations. And you know what? This year, more women received it than men. First time ever. Isn't that absolutely fantastic?
We women are out there doing a really good job.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Women, there are amazing women out there doing amazing work, such as yourself. And so therefore, it is nice to be recognised for the work that you do. What else can I say but congratulations, embrace it, enjoy it. It was wonderful chatting with you again, as always. We'll be back talking more, won't we?
We will. I love chatting with you, Faye.
Thank you. I love chatting with you, Donna, because I always learn something. It's bye from me and bye from Donna. Bye for now.